Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, dear students, today we'll be talking about another approach regarding the determination of surface tension in the lab. यानी किसी भी लिक्विड का अगर हमें लैब में सरफेस टेंशन डिटरमाइन करना हो तो कैसे करें. इसकी थियोरी ऑलरेडी हमने प्रीवियस लेक्चर्स में प्रीवियस क्लासेस में डिस्कस की है, तो यू कैन चेक दोज वीडियोस. नाउ यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा है स्क्रीन में दैट देयर इज अ रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन gamma 2 by gamma 1 that is equal to d2 by d1 multiplied by n1 by n2. तो बेसिकली कैसे निकालते हैं हम ये जो रिलेशनशिप है इसकी हेल्प से हम कैसे निकालते हैं सरफेस टेंशन ऑफ एनी अननोन लिक्विड. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट. तो बेसिकली दिस गामा 2 इज द सरफेस टेंशन. ठीक, दैट इज द सरफेस टेंशन ऑफ योर अननोन लिक्विड, जिसका आपको निकालना है ऑफ अननोन liquid. Fine, and ये हमें चाहिए. And this one, gamma 1, this is basically the surface tension of known liquid. So this is your surface tension of known. या आप ये कह सकते हैं this is the surface tension of your reference liquid or standard. ठीक है, तो write down the reference. Or usually let us say we take the distilled water. So distilled water is our reference. Fine. अच्छा, उसके बाद जो आपके राइट हैंड साइड में D2 is basically your density of your unknown liquid, and D1 is your density of your known liquid. Fine. So this is unknown and this is density of known liquid. जैसे मैंने लास्ट वीडियो में भी डिस्कस किया था, इधर या तो आपको डेंसिटी दी हुई होगी. if the density is not given, then what you can do, you have to determine the density. And for determination of density, as I discussed in the last lecture, in the last video, that you can determine the density by a method using the apparatus called as the relative density bottle. So you can see this is the relative density bottle. ये हमने कल भी डिस्कस किया था. This is how it looks like, क्योंकि एग्जामिनेशंस में फिर प्रैक्टिकल्स में जब पूछा जाता है स्टूडेंट्स को, so that's why I'm again showing this relative density bottle. ठीक, so with the help of this RD bottle we can determine the surface tension of two liquids. So this is your RD bottle, relative density bottle. हमारे पास और एक मेथड भी होता है using picnometer, but that I will not discuss here. So relative density bottle में हम चूंकि हम दो लिक्विड्स को कंपेयर करके एक की डेंसिटी निकालते हैं विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू अनदर, दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज आल्सो द रिलेटिव मेथड. फाइन, ओके. तो रिलेटिव डेंसिटी आप यहां से निकालेंगे d2 by d1. नाउ देन वी हैव n1 by n2. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एज फार एज दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट इज कंसर्न. सो n1 इज बेसिकली द नंबर ऑफ ड्रॉप्स of known liquid, that is number of drops of your known liquid, that is water, that's your reference. And this is number of drops n2, this is the number of drops of your unknown, means वो liquid जिसका आपको surface tension निकालना है. So basically ये हम कैसे करते हैं this all, so we can calculate the relative density or these d2 by d1 by the density bottle, relative density bottle. So now from this, if we arrange this equation, so we can write we need gamma 2, that is the surface tension of our unknown liquid, that has to be determined. So इसको हम यहाँ पे ले जाएंगे, gamma 1 multiplied by d2 by d1 n1 by n2. So this is the relationship which we are going to use, and with the help of this relationship we can determine the surface tension of any unknown liquid. Fine. अब हमें क्या चाहिए? This d2 by d1 we can calculate easily, or we know this. Gamma 1 we know because we have a reference liquid, so the surface tension हमें पता है इसका. Now n1 number of drops क्या होता है, and how to calculate this? For this n1 n2 calculation we use the equipment, or आप इसे instrument भी कह सकते हैं, equipment called as stalagmometer. stalagmometer. So this is basically the equipment which is commonly used in the lab. आपकी पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट या अंडर ग्रेजुएट की लैब्स जो होते हैं यूजुअली ये मेथड यूज कर लेते हैं. विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्टैलेग्मोमीटर वी कैलकुलेट दिस नंबर ऑफ ड्रॉप्स फॉर द अननोन लिक्विड, sorry, number of drops for your known liquid and number of drops for your unknown liquid. How can we do that? What type of equipment is this? So let us see. Now you can see here in the screen. Now this is basically your stalagmometer. ठीक. So this is how we use this stalagmometer. इसको हम ऐसे खड़ा रख लेते हैं स्टैंड में. तो बेसिकली ये जो ऊपर का जो एंड है, दिस इज यू हैव इनसाइड दिस अ कैपिलरी एंड देन दिस इज ग्रेजुएटेड आल्सो. यू कैन सी दिस नंबरिंग हियर. ठीक है. ओके. नाउ दिस इज योर बल्ब, सो इट इज टू मेंटेन द दैट प्रेशर बैलेंस. एंड देन इसका जो लोअर एंड है दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. यू कैन सी दिस इज द लोअर एंड ऑफ दिस स्टैलेग्मोमीटर. दिस इज फ्लैटेंड. So I'm bringing it here. This is your flat end. Now why is it flattened? Because when we keep this upright like this, so what we do when we fill this by the liquid, then we allow the liquid to fall under the gravity without any external pressure. So to provide the surface for the drops. Okay? So this flattened surface is due to the reason that it provides the surface for making the drops, ताकि उनका साइज भी ज़्यादा हो. So this is because of this flat, so that's why the surface is flat. Okay, तो कैसे करते हैं? How we calculate this N2, D2, N2 and N1. So let us say we have to calculate N1. So what we do, एक known volume of liquid, a given volume of liquid, a known volume of liquid will be filled. हम एक beaker में ले लेते हैं. ठीक. So we'll take that in a beaker or in any container. ठीक है. So we'll keep it here. Then इसका जो टॉप है यहाँ पे, इस टॉप में you can see this here. आप इसको सक भी कर सकते हो लिक्विड को. यहाँ से नीचे आपने लिक्विड रखा हुआ N1 solvent reference, या you can use a rubber tubing also. ठीक है. With the help of that rubber tubing you can suck the liquid. So once you suck a given volume of liquid, ठीक, so you suck it up to this mark. ठीक है. Let us say this mark above this bulb, remember this. ठीक है. Then you put this on the clamp. आप से स्टैंड पे ऐसे रख लेते हो and then you allow the liquid to fall. आप ऊपर से जो आपने इसको उठाया था, let us say आपने इसको बंद रखा है by your after sucking the liquid, आपने इसको finger से बंद रखा है. So once you remove the finger, you will see the drops will fall. So when we talk about how many drops will be formed, कितने drops बनेंगे for a given volume of liquid. Since आपने एक fixed volume of liquid को इसमें लिया होगा, इस equipment में, stalagmometer में, so how many drops will be formed? That is your N2. तो same exercise हम use करेंगे for your unknown liquid. You will fill this with, you will suck the unknown liquid inside this stalagmometer, but the same volume, remember, given volume. Then you count the number of drops formed. ठीक है. So from this equipment you basically get N1 by N2. तो once आपको N1 by N2 पता चला, you know the density or you can calculate the density by the relative density bottle, and then with the help of this equation you can calculate the surface tension of any unknown liquid in the lab. This is very easy method and common method used. Now अब इसमें एक क्वेश्चन है कि रिलेटिव डेंसिटी तो हमने कल से डिस्कस किया, जो हमारा पिछला प्रैक्टिकल था अबाउट द ऑस्टोवर्स विस्कोमीटर, उसमें भी हमने डिस्कस किया था डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ डेंसिटी. सो फॉर दिस डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ डेंसिटी आई विल बी अपलोडिंग वन मोर lecture in the coming days, so stay with us. So this was all about your basics of how to use and which equation to use and what is the procedure to use to know the surface tension of any unknown liquid with the help of your stalagmometer, which actually uses number of drops. Now this method जहाँ से आप number of drops को calculate करके surface tension determine करते हैं with the help of stalagmometer, this method is called as drop count method. This is your drop count method, remember this. There is one more method called as drop weight method. वहाँ पे आप weight का इस्तेमाल कर लेते हो, but that I will not discuss here. So this is basically your drop count method. With the help of stalagmometer we can calculate, we can determine, we can measure the surface tension of any unknown liquid in the lab. So this is all about the today's practical. So thank you. We'll come back with the next class regarding the determination of relative density with the help of RD model. Thank you.